Let's start with the accords.
Hello, honorable members. Good day. Um, I'm Jones Amegashie-Viglo, the Executive Director of Youth Impact Movement. I want to, on behalf of the entire leadership of the movement, welcome you all to the unveiling and launch of the Kenya Chapter of Youth Impact Parliament. Let's start with a short word of prayer. Father, Lord, we thank you for this day as we commence this distinct and august occasion. We call for your blessings that you would fall on and provide support for the realization of the vision of Youth Impact Parliament Kenya. Amen. Ladies and gentlemen, may I thank you once again for taking your time to be part of today's program. Today's program is legendary because this is the first chapter we are opening in this year. The Kenya chapter will be, if I'm right, we have the Ghanaian chapter, then we have the Uganda chapter, which is the second, India chapter, the third, Namibia fourth. So the Kenya chapter is the fifth chapter of Youth Impact Parliament. It means Youth Impact Parliament is expanding into a big international youth community. And I want to thank all of you for your dedication towards that. May I now, I have each of you introduce yourself. So I'll call your name and then you introduce yourself. I have the honor to first call on Alex to introduce himself as the host in Kenya. Alex, let's have you introduce yourself, and then you call on your colleagues here to also introduce themselves before the participants, Ghanaians here, who would also introduce themselves. All Kenyans should introduce themselves first, starting from Alex. Thank you.
Thank you so much for giving me this opportunity. My name is Alex Ndaisaba. I'm from Kenya. A member of Parliament in East Africa community. I happen to get that privilege and honor. And also thank you for giving me this opportunity to serve under Youth Impact Parliament as the speaker. For now, let me welcome my fellow members, starting with Accord Lucy, a member of Parliament in East Africa also, and also our and also our deputy clerk. Thank you.
Good day, all. My name is Akotli, Member of Parliament for East African Community Youth Parliament, and I'm also privileged to be the Deputy Clerk for the Youth Impact Parliament. Thank you.
Okay, let's have, I think Oscar is on the line.
Yeah.
Yes.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Ronnie Oscar, the head clerk of the group. Thank you. Hello.
Yes, thank you. Yes, Alex, is that all the Kenyans joining us for today? For now? Okay. Okay. So thank you very much. Before we have the Ghanaians introduce themselves, we have our guest who is joining us for today's session, and I'd like to introduce him for him to speak to us. And after he's done speaking, Then we'll have the other Ghanaians that are here introduce themselves. Ladies and gentlemen, as I've told you, Youth Impact Parliament is recognized. And in Ghana as well, we have been recognized by the Parliament of the Republic of Ghana. And we have in our midst a staff at the Office of Parliament of the Republic of Ghana who is joining us today to share a short word with us as our keynote speaker on the unveiling of our Kenyan chapter. It's in the person of Mr. Mustafa Ahmed. Let's have you, sir. Thank you very much. If our guest will be able to speak to us, that's if it's ready. But if it's not ready, we'll proceed with the introduction. Okay, yes, let's hear you, sir. Thank you.
Hello, good morning, everyone.
Morning, sir. It's afternoon in Kenya.
Okay, so good afternoon. I'm Ahmed Mustafa, and I'm the coordinator for the Student Parliament at the National Parliament of Ghana. The Student Parliament targeted at tertiary, institutions only. But then with the activities of the Student Parliament relating to youth engagement, it was laudable that some of us be part of this launching event. So I'm pleased to be here. Thank you.
Thank you very much. We're also hoping that Mr. Mustafa will also share a word of advice and encouragement to us as we open our Kenyan chapter before he takes leave. He is also in another meeting. However, due to the value he has placed on Youth Impact Parliament, he has offered to join this one as well. So if you could just make your address at once so that you could take your leave to attend to other important business. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Mr. Jones. So on behalf of the Right Honorable Speaker of the Republic of Ghana, and then the Department of Public Engagement, which is responsible for youth engagement activities like these ones, I would like to to say that as the coordinator, I'm honored to be part of this meeting this afternoon, even though the information came to me very late. I knew of your upcoming, meeting in Parliament with us, which I got that information somewhere last week. But unfortunately, this very one came to me very late. But I had to squeeze time to still make it, possible on behalf of the director. I would like to say that this occasion will mark a significant milestone, okay, in empowering you, the young collective action among students and graduates. Now, the establishment of this chapter will represent a commitment to nurturing the next generation of leaders who will not only shape Kenya's future, but also contribute meaningfully to global process. Likewise, that of Ghana. So as we launch this chapter, I want us to remind ourselves of the principles that will guide us, the success, in terms of accountability, inclusion, and collaboration. It is my hope that this Youth Impact Parliament will serve as a space for young minds, like you, to engage constructively and to also challenge one another respectively, and also work together towards solutions that reflect the aspirations of your peers and your communities. Let me also take a moment to commend the organizers, the stakeholders, and all those who have worked in one way or the other tirelessly to make this launch a reality. I would want to say that your dedication and empowering, leadership guide is inspiring, especially with Jones. Jones has always been on us. He has been very, very, very committed to champion your activities at the National Parliament. And that is why we are always open to receiving you and engaging with you in any form. It lays a strong foundation for the chapter, for this chapter to thrive. I wouldn't say much because I have other meetings. I had to squeeze time out to quickly join here and then make an input, and hoping that very soon we will be meeting again at the National Parliament, as yes, we are already making plans towards receiving you, the Youth Impact Parliament, for the second time. Thank you very much. I would like to say this, end with this proverb, and the proverb goes this way, that if you want to go fast, you go alone. But if you want to go far, we go together. Therefore, together we can achieve great things, and together we can thrive. Thank you so much, and thank you, everybody.
Thank you so much, sir. We are really grateful for your love and then your attention towards us. And we, on behalf of Youth Impact Parliament Ghana, Kenya, and all other chapters, we say a very big thank you to you for this time you have given to us. Thank you very much, sir.
Thank you so much. Have a fruitful deliberation.
You too, sir. Thank you.
I would like to take my leave now with your permission.
Permission granted, sir. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Yes, Mr. Alex, is there any Kenyan here who is here to introduce himself? Wakili Titus, are you a Kenyan?
Yeah, he's a Kenyan. Let's have him introduce himself.
Yes.
Okay, thank you
Yes,
very
Mr.
much.
Alex, you may speak. Yes. Titus, please introduce yourself.
Thank you very much for this opportunity. I'm privileged to be here. I'm honored. My name is Titus, Wakili Titus, a law student, University of Nairobi Parklands. Thank you.
Thank you very much. So if all the Kenyans joining us right now have introduced themselves, then we'll go to the Ghanaians who are joining us for the lunch to also introduce themselves. So let's start from the majority leader of the Parliament of YIP Ghana, Honorable Hubert.
All right, thank you very much, His Excellency, for this opportunity. Hubert Agbaho, the Youth MP for Akachino constituency and also the majority leader for the 4th Parliament. And I'm very delighted to be here and then witnessing the inauguration of the chapter, the Kenya chapter, which is the 5th chapter. Thank you, His Excellency.
Elsie.
Okay, thank you, His Excellency, for the opportunity. I'm Elsie Akopa Kove, a youth MP for Nkwanta South, and I'm much delighted to be in this program. Thank you.
Samson. Okay, if Samson is not ready, let's hear you. Yeah, let's hear you.
Mr. Jones, thank you very much for the opportunity. My name is Samson Sechafia, Youth MP for Biakoya constituency. I currently also serve as the first Deputy Majority Whip, and then I'm also glad to join the inauguration of the Kenya Chapter of Youth Impact Parliament. This also serves as a new testament to the growth for YIP. I thank you, Speaker, for the opportunity.
Thank you very much. Godfred.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. I'm Godfred Kolamang, Youth MP for Bunkuru constituency and Vice Chair on Committee of Foreign Affairs. I'm glad to be part of this inauguration this afternoon. Thank you.
Thank you. Isaac.
Thank you very much, Your Excellency. I must say that it's a privilege to be on the call with noble persons from Kenya. I'm Isaac Etonameje, Youth MP for Efutu constituency. Thank you, Your Excellency.
Thank you very much. I think everyone has introduced himself, if I'm right. I saw a name there. Is it Gashagwa? If I'm right. Yes, Mr. Alex.
There is also one by the Nduku from Kenya. She has not in herself.
Oh, okay. Well, if she's ready, she can. But if she's not ready now, we'll proceed with the program. Yes, Ronnie.
Yes, Ronnie.
Yes, let me address Mr. Alex. Mr. Alex, I want to send my apology. I'm just here to have an exam in the next 25 minutes. So could you please allow me to leave the meeting, take my exam, then I'll come back.
Yes, Mr. Alex, you can respond to him.
Let's proceed. Maybe
Okay.
she's not on the call.
Okay. Thank you very much. So, moving ahead with the program is to share a brief profile on Youth Impact Movement and a statement on Youth Impact Parliament. Then we'll go ahead to unveil the leadership. And then from there, we'll swear in the new speaker, and the speaker will swear in the members. So, and right from there, we'll do an opening session, then closing remarks, and then we end the program for today. So, once again, I'm Jones Amegashie-Viglo. I'm the Executive Director of Youth Impact Movement and also President of the Senate Youth Impact Parliament, Ghana. So, a brief profile about Youth Impact Movement. Youth Impact Movement was founded on 22nd of April 2021 by three people: Jones Amegashie-Viglo, Amano David Na, and Raymond Elikemadbo. The problem statement is basically talking about the fact that there have been icons in Africa such as Dr. Kwame Nkrumah, Nelson Mandela of South Africa, Muammar Gaddafi of Libya, Paul Kagame of Rwanda, John Magufuli of Tanzania, and then other people that we haven't stated. And these people have left a legacy. The youth of today appear to depart from some of these patriotic sayings that are relevant for them to have the best of capacity. And basically, Youth Impact Parliament is here to do that. Now, Youth Impact Movement, our vision is basically to evolve into a distinguished virtual youth Pan-African Parliament. That is what we aim to become, a distinguished virtual youth Pan-African Parliament. And hopefully we'll get there. That is why, as we are expanding to different countries, a time will come when we have a good number of chapters. We'll bring all the chapters together to form a Pan-African Parliament. That is the vision. For our mission is basically to cultivate a new generation of African young leaders characterized with integrity and impeccable character. That is the mission of the movement. What are our objectives? To foster character development through the Youth Impact Parliamentary sessions, to promote democratic youth leadership by the opportunity for you to serve in positions of parliament, to enhance public speaking skills. That is, during parliamentary sessions, you can speak, and from speaking and interaction with colleagues, you get better. Establish connections with parliamentarians. Your sessions and your leaderships are to get people, including members of the National Assembly or the Senate of the Parliaments of Kenya. And also, if you are doing the sitting in a particular county, you can invite a member of the county assembly, or if you can get the speaker of the county assembly to come and address you. And through that, you get opportunity to build your capacity. And also, we have a humanitarian branch called Youth Impact Foundation. And Youth Impact Foundation is supposed to basically support with humanitarian activities. But the foundation, the chapter is only formed if you want to start with humanitarian activity. That is when we'll form the Youth Impact Foundation country chapter for you. But for now, the foundation is only in Ghana, and other chapters will be formed when relevant. A Youth Impact Movement is the mother body. The foundation is the humanitarian branch, which is Youth Impact Foundation. And we have Youth Impact Parliament, which is the parliamentary branch. Now, Youth Impact Parliament is country-based, as you know. Youth Impact Parliament is country-based. That is why you cannot be in a different country and be part of a chapter of Youth Impact Parliament. If it's not in your chapter, that is where we end up starting a chapter for you, because it is country-based. It is country-based because it is mimicked after the national parliaments of the republic of that country. That is why it is country-based. So, for instance, in Ghana, we have 2 deputy speakers, but in Kenya, it's just 1 deputy speaker. So that is one of the reasons why it is country-based. The movement has 5 directors. We have an executive director, 2 deputy executive directors, an administrative director, and a finance director. Youth Impact, yes. And now, to give you an update, Youth Impact Parliament Ghana, as a matter of fact, visited the Parliament of the Republic of Ghana on Wednesday, 29th November 2023. And that was where we introduced ourselves to them. And we hope that Youth Impact Parliament Kenya will consider that as one of the activities after you have settled to visit the Parliament of the Republic of Kenya. But if all of you, if there is a good number of you in a particular county, you can also pay a courtesy call on the Speaker of a county assembly. If all of you are in the Nairobi City County, if you are 3 in the Nairobi City County, the Speaker can write a letter for you to go and pay a courtesy call on the Speaker of the Nairobi City County Assembly. You can do that as well. Youth Impact Parliament Ghana won a debate competition. That was in 16 December 2023. In 2023 as well, Youth Impact Parliament was declared the Youth Association of the Year. When it comes to our chapters, as you know, this is the 5th chapter that we are starting. The first chapter form was Youth Impact Parliament Ghana, and that was done on the 8th of May 2021. That was when the Youth Impact Parliament Ghana chapter was formed. In November 2022, we formed our Uganda chapter, which was our 2nd chapter, led by Speaker Leonidas Asime, later succeeded by Speaker Dennis Animukama. We also formed Youth Impact Parliament India chapter in November 2023, and our current speaker is Bandaru Shankar, who is in the Andhra Pradesh state in India. In March 2024, we formed the Youth Impact Parliament Namibia chapter, led by Speaker Lucas Ngasipola. And today, the February 24th of 2025, we are forming the Kenyan chapter, which is our 5th chapter. Congratulations. Out of all our chapters, our Ghana chapter is a bicameral legislature. Our Ghana chapter has 2 chambers, the Senate, which is the upper chamber, and the Parliament, which is the lower chamber. So the Senate is led by myself as President of the Senate, Jones Amegashie-Viglo, and the Parliament is led by Right Honorable Adam Osman, who is the Speaker of Parliament. On this brought the formation of the Conference of the YIP Speakers and presiding locally funded. Youth Impact Parliament is locally funded. And this means that, as already shared, you have to raise funds shared among all chapters for you to have something to support yourself. But for now, funding is done locally. So if you don't do anything that money, then it means you have to contribute locally for that. I'm also giving the statements on YIP at once. Now, finishing the statement that I'm doing for today, for the brief 4 years that we have been in session, we have actually had within from Youth Impact Parliament, they had opportunity to serve in a lot of positions, and it also contributes to their curriculum vitae. They have a lot of positions there, which merits that they have been through training. If Parliament is a voluntary organization, so that is evidence of voluntary service to their nation as well. And from Youth Impact Parliament, a lot of them here can attest to the fact that they have grown in skills. They are able to better communicate to their colleagues, and they have confidence to now speak in public through Youth Impact Parliament. From Youth Impact Parliament, increase their network, social network, and that is what we do, and there is testament to that. There is real testament to that. And also the grooming aspect, people who serve in Youth Impact Parliament, when they go to other parliament, they realize that now we are doing very well, because other youth parliaments are not this serious. The Kenya experiences there to improve what happens in Youth Impact Parliament in Kenya. So that brings to an end my address to you on what Youth Impact Parliament is and Youth Impact Movement is. Thank you very much. May I now, moving on with the program, unveil to you the leadership of Youth Impact Parliament Kenya. In discussion with our speaker in Kenya, with our founder, let's congratulate him upon that. It's now the founding father of Youth Impact Parliament Kenya. Congratulations, Mr. Alex. And upon that, I want to now unveil to you the leadership of Youth Impact Parliament. Is just straightforward. We have our speaker. The speaker is going to be our founding father of the chapter, Right Honorable Ndasiaba. And the deputy speaker is going to be Honorable Joy Respa. The deputy clerk will be Miss Lucy Akoff. The majority leader will be Honorable Kenneth Ureya. And then majority whip will be Honorable Daniel Kanduha. Honorable Daniel Kanduha. Yes, Honorable Daniel Kanduha. So we'll be taking your oath. Let me just hear. I don't know what Honorable Samson Dochi has to say. Let me just hear him, and then we'll move to swear in the leadership of the Kenyan chapter.
Yeah, thank you very much, Mr. President, for giving me the opportunity. I hope you can hear me.
Yes, we can hear you.
Okay. So I must first of all congratulate you for extending this your vision worldwide. Now we are possessing the nation. So we are far away in Kenya. I must thank you, the leaders, for bringing on board this vision. And also thank the Kenya leadership for Youth Impact Parliament there for receiving this vision and giving it to their colleagues and members over there. I must congratulate them. And the youth, we have a future, but we have to learn, as we have been saying, we learn and learn and relearn for the future. But if we are taking back seat anytime a sitting is being organized, then members will not show up. I don't know whether it's start or applause, but we the youth, we have to look at that so that the training ground that the Youth Impact Parliament is giving us will not run away from it. Capitalize on it and learn more so that we can assume leadership roles in Ghana, Africa, and beyond. And Mr. President, on this note, I want to thank all of you very well for holding this.
Okay.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. So I've displayed the oath for all of us to see. So the only members that we have here is the speaker and the deputy clerk. So I'll swear the speaker and the deputy clerk in, and then this one is simple. It's going to be an individual oath, as is done in the Parliament of Kenya. You read your oath aloud. So we'll take the speaker first. So Mr. Speaker, Alex Ndasiaba, please take your oath as speaker. Yes.
Yes, I'm ready.
Yeah, so proceed.
I, Alex Ndaisaba Serugo, have been appointed the position of the Speaker of Youth Impact Parliament. I do swear, solemnly affirm that I will bear truly, faithfully, and a legacy to Youth Impact as by the law established, and I will uphold the integrity of the Parliament of Youth Impact Parliament. So help me God. Thank you.
Congratulations, Mr. Speaker, upon your assumption of office as the Speaker of Youth Impact Parliament, Kenya Chapter. Kenya Chapter, congratulations.
Thank you so much.
So we'll take your acceptance speech before anyone else will take their oath. So let's have your acceptance speech.
I, Alex, first of all, let me take the opportunity to thank you all, to thank the leadership of the Youth Impact Parliament and the entire board of directors for having faith in me. There were so many people who would take this position, but they have believed in me. I do promise that I will do my best according to the law. I will uphold, promote, and bring a good impact in this house. I will ensure that law and order is maintained. I will ensure that it bear fruits, good fruits in this nation and across Africa. May God so help me in that. With the good team that I have, I believe that we will achieve the best, we will do the best with the help of the entire board, the entire organization of the Youth Impact Parliament, and I will give idea where possible. When sent, I will go without asking why, what, as the law requires me to do. And sure, in much said, I said thank you so much.
Thank you. Congratulations. Congratulations. Yes. So let's have Lucy Akoff, the deputy clerk, to take her oath. And when she takes her oath, we'll take it that she has taken the oath also on behalf of the majority leader and the chief clerk. So Lucy, your oath, please.
I, Lucy Akoff, have been appointed the position of Deputy Clerk of Youth Impact Parliament, do in the name of the Almighty God swear that I will bear true faith and allegiance to the Youth Parliament as by law established, that will uphold the integrity of the Parliament and Youth Impact Movement. So help me God.
Congratulations to you, Madam Deputy Clerk. And as you have taken it on behalf of the clerk and then the majority leader and majority whip. Lucy, let's have just a short acceptance speech from you as well on behalf of the others.
Thank you, Mr. Jones, and all those people who are able to join us in today. I am honored and grateful to stand before you. It is with great humility that I accept this prestigious position. I am truly privileged to be recognized in this way as the Deputy Clerk for Youth Impact Parliament, and I want to express my sincere gratitude to Youth Impact Parliament for this recognition in the Kenyan chapter. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Madam Clerk, Deputy Clerk. Honourable members, by the power vested in me as the Executive Director for Youth Impact Movement and Chairperson of the Conference of YIP Speakers and Presiding Officers, I now, at 12:51 Green Meridian Time and 3:51 East East African Time, do now declare the Kenya Chapter of Youth Impact Parliament duly launched. Thank you very much. So, we are virtually coming to the end of the program, and there are only some few items left. We'll have an open forum, which is an interaction, a short interaction, which will be moderated by the Speaker of the Kenya Chapter. Then the Speaker will give closing remarks after the open forum. Then the Deputy Clerk, Lucy, will give votes of thanks. And then we adjourn the session. So, Mr. Speaker, please moderate the open forum. Open forum is anyone who wants to speak on the lunch can speak. So please moderate it for us. Thank you very much. So this is the open forum. Anyone who wants to speak, you have the opportunity to speak on the inauguration or the lunch. Anyone who wants to speak? Okay, let's hear from Honorable Hubert Agbahode.
Thank you very much, Executive Director, Mr. Jones. I would like to congratulate Right Honorable Alex and the colleagues for this wonderful work, and then also to congratulate the entire membership of Youth Impact Movement for this milestone achieved today, the 24th of February. It's actually a great day to actually expand a democracy, parliamentary democracy, to the doorstep of everybody. And I would like to ask the Right Honorable Speaker, as it has been launched now, we'll be expecting more from him so that the high-spirited Youth Impact Parliament will not die off, will keep on going and then expanding. As the Executive Director already stated, it's actually a big dream to make it a Pan-African Parliament, and then in some few years to come, we will definitely achieve that. And I wouldn't like to say much, and then just to say congratulations again, Kenyan chapter, and then let's uphold parliamentary democracy very firm, and then speak truth to power. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Let's have Kenneth Otino. I'm sure Kenneth is the majority leader. Let's hear from him. Yes, Honorable Kenneth, please unmute yourself and you can speak. Kenneth.
Mr. Kenneth.
Well, if Kenneth is not ready, then let's hear Mr. Isaac.
All right, thank you very much, His Excellency. I'd just like to add my voice to what my leader, the Honorable Hubert Agbahode, already said, and to congratulate Right Honorable Alex on this success chalked. Just to state that the journey might not be easy, but I'm sure that he's competent to the task, equal to the task. I was very much is expected, and I am very much hopeful that he would be able to meet all of those things. Congratulations again, and thank you very much.
Yes, Kenneth, let's hear from you.
Hello, everyone.
Hello.
Hello, can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you.
Yes.
Please, yes, we can hear you.
Yeah, so I would like to take this opportunity to thank everyone for this meeting we've held. I would like to congratulate the chosen leaders of the Youth Impact Parliament of Kenya. And I would like to ask us to work together as a team. I'm grateful really, and it's indeed a pleasure and honor to have interacted with our friends from all walks of life, and particularly the battalion from Ghana. I would like to say a lot of regards to this exercise you've expedited. So may the Lord Almighty bless this association so that everything would run smoothly. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Honorable Samson.
Yeah, thank you very much, Mr. President and the House for the opportunity granted me. I must again thank the Honorable Speaker Alex for taking this bold decision and becoming the Speaker of the Kenya Chapter. And I will also thank all the members there for taking this bold decision and then heeding to the call of Impact Parliament and have grabbed the vision to develop the youth in Kenya. I must thank them very much. May God richly thank them in all their endeavors so that youth Impact Parliament will realize its dream. I won't be surprised if one day Mr. President will say we should travel all the way to Kenya to pay visit to them. I'll be very happy to hear that because most of us we like to travel outside the country. I want to put this on record that in Africa, gerontocracy is gaining ground in Africa too much, where the old men keep on shaping the future for the youth. And if we, the youth, did not wake up, a time will come, nobody will be there to speak for us. So anytime a youth brings out something, let us all come in our numbers and then support, join. We shouldn't join with, pardon for my word, with indolence. We should join with what? Hard working and then a great effort so that the thing can see the day of light and then move on. On this note, I want to thank all of you very much for your contribution. I thank you, Mr. President.
Thank you very much, Samson.
I'll talk to you later. Thank you, Speaker, and then Director. All too soon, YIP Kenya is officially launched, and I also want to express my sincere gratitude to the entire movement, especially to the Executive Director, and also to charge our colleagues who have just been sworn in, and that it is not easy, but then, as my leader has already said, it is a broad vision. Looking at the angle director is viewing from, we could attest to the fact that it all calls for our collective effort. And then we also encourage all of them for their dedication towards this youth empowerment. And also, they should not forget that this is where, and then through they will also do great, paving the way for leaders and then the members as well. Thank you, Speaker.
Thank you very much. If no one else has any comment to make, I'll go ahead and make my comments before my brother, the Speaker of Kenya Chapter, gives his closing remarks, and then the Deputy Clerk gives the votes of thanks. So may I say that we are very happy to see the commitment and interest from the Kenya chapter. I'm also happy to know that most of you joining from Kenya are part of the East Africa Community Youth Parliament. That is a parliament formed of East African countries, youths in East African countries. I've been following them. It's a vibrant parliament over there. And I'm happy to see that you are joining from them, which means you already know what it means, that you understand the youth parliament concept. So it's not like we are coming to start anything all over. All we just need to do is to orient you on the structures and the practices of youth impact parliament. As I've stated, we'll have to find time and then do a virtual orientation for you so that you understand the structures better and we deliberate on how things will go. As of now, it is the pilot parliament that we have formed. When next that you have your first physical sitting, that will be the inauguration of your first parliament. But for now, it will be online sittings that you can hold until we can agree on when you have your physical sittings. If you follow Youth Impact Parliament practice very well, all our sittings are recorded and we take pictures and then we publish it. We don't do it for fun. It is because of record keeping. And then that is what someone will see one day to know of your process of grooming. For whatever you are doing today, it is not for the temporality. There is a vision attached to it. I don't think Mr. Alex is doing this because of the fun of it. He has an interest and he has a vision. And Youth Impact Parliament is there to assist you get there. Even for the deputy clerk, Lucy, who is a very, should I say, is someone who is very critical, who observes a lot as well. Of course, she might even be a potential minister of the Republic of Kenya. And Mr. Alex could also even be a potential speaker of the National Assembly. And what we are going through right now is the bedrock for it. And having combined experience from Youth Impact Parliament and the East Africa Community Youth Parliament, that is a plus to you, that you are not just learning from one source, but from different sources. And we in Ghana will support you with the aid, and then you also need to lead the chapter. What you need to do right now is to get more people on board. And then the positions, the ones that I shared with you are just for the main leadership. There are committees of the House that we need to appoint chairpersons for. So everybody will have an opportunity to be part of the leadership structure and learn. Because as I stated, it is a capacity building forum. So there are more opportunities. So the discussions will continue on how the things will go. So that is it. They will continue the discussions to see how things will go. And I pray that YIP Kenya will become self-sufficient and will also make a headline for itself. The vibrancy of the chapter depends on the activeness of the leadership. And I call on all of you to take YIP chapter. Don't take it as if it is an external thing. You are the one leading it, so you have to tell us what you want to do. Who will support you with ideology and then advice? If you want to hold a sitting, no matter how much I call for a sitting, you are the speaker. So for the chapter to be active highly depends on you and not me. And your members will also have to support you and count on them. So be looking at, let's first look at how much it's going to cost to hold a physical sitting, when can we do it, and then that will be converted. And you start raising funds locally. So as you know, we'll work on a standing order for you. Apart from the standing order, a letterhead will also be issued to you so that you can write letters to various organizations I've also said that you can pay courtesy calls. So those of you in Nairobi, Mr. Alex can get you a letter to pay courtesy call on the Nairobi City County Assembly Speaker. Those of you who are in, Kushinya County, you can also pay courtesy call on that speaker to introduce yourself to him as YIP this and that. Let's look at that. It's an opportunity to gain a little bit of attention, and we'll publish it. So, Mr. Alex, please look at that. And if there are 2 or 3 persons in each county, let's write letters so that they can pay courtesy call on the speakers of their county assemblies. On the speakers of the county assembly. So let's look at that. YIP is for the better. Thank you very much. Mr. Alex, we can now have your closing remarks.
Thank you so much, the Right Honorable Jonas, for this opportunity once again. Let me finalize by thanking all of us to have been participated in this opening of the chapter in Kenya. As I said, I am here to support and promote the integrity of the chapter and the leaders at large. Whenever necessary, we will have the physical meetings, and for the meantime, we will be holding online meetings, as you said. Also, I'm going to look into that with immediate effect on writing those letters to where there are 2-3 people to visit the county assemblies and those in Nairobi, the National Assembly, and also to encourage those who are around Nairobi. The East African Parliament, we usually have some meetings once at KICC. Those in Kenya know the place. They can also be joining us and request and the entire team to be active so that we can promote our vision and our future as leaders. Some of us will be parliamentary members. There are those who will be seeking those seats, and we will be here to support you in all the ways. Lastly, let me call upon the majority leader, the deputy speaker, and the deputy clerk who are here, because I can see they are the only ones here. First of all, let me thank them. Secondly, let me call them to support me as I support them, and we will achieve a lot of things, and this chapter will bring a lot of impact to our lives and to the community around us. Thank you so much. May God help us. Thank you.
Thank you. Vote of thanks from Lucy. Yes, Lucy. Yes, Deputy Clerk, are you active to give your vote of thanks? Well, if Lucy is not active, we can have it from the majority leader, Honorable Kenneth.
Number proper. Hello?
Yes, we
Yes,
can hear
yes.
you.
You can do.
Okay, what I could say is we are really, really grateful indeed for this occasion to have happened at this particular moment, given the different time zones we have. I would just like to appreciate this opportunity that was worth grabbing. And what I can say is that we yearn to have a physical meeting that would be quite beneficial in the long run and in the long term perspective. It's a vision that we carry it quite spectacularly, and we do not take it for granted. We live to fight for the justices. We need to fight for the We need to fight for the injustice. We need to fight the injustices we have around us, so that we may come up with a world that is peaceful and that is worth living in. So we realize that we carry along same problems, same challenges. The challenges in Ghana are the same in Kenya, and they cut across. So basically, what we would like to say is that this Youth Impact Parliament, I believe it will be impactful, as the name suggests, because I believe in leadership that matters, leadership that advocates for the real, true change that we really, really admire as a people and as a young people. The young chaps believe in themselves, and what I can say in Kenya is that we are up to the task to ensure that this conversation continues and never stops at any particular moment. Otherwise, I would like to say, may God bless us, may God protect each and every one of us, that we may be able to get time and reason together always. Otherwise, have a blessed evening, everyone.
Thank you very much. So, on behalf of the Speaker of the Kenya chapter, the program has now come to an end. The unveiling is considered as the first sitting of the Parliament. So, the sitting is hereby adjourned. Thank you very much. Do have a good day. Bye-bye.
You too.
Thank you so much, you too.
Bye-bye.
Okay. Thank you very much. Have a nice day.